All right, we are here. We've got some Tau today. There's a lot to go over, so I'm just going to kind of go over it as we're playing. But we got a Supreme Command with Shadowsun, and we got 2 patrols. So Shadowsun, the big things on the commanders are we got a Burst commander here. He's got the Relic, the Heavy Outbursts, the Normal Bursts. And then he's got the Warlord trait to give himself, he has all hit and wound rerolls. So that's what he's doing. That's a Coldstar. And then the non-Coldstar, he's just got an Ion, 2 Plasma, the Relic the Signature System missile launcher. And then he is going to have the 4-up Invuln, and every time he fails a save for the turn, it equals 0. That's going to be his Relic. And his Warlord trait is going to be the Kyone. So I could maybe get some wound rerolls in there. I've got 2 units of Kroot Hounds, 2 units of Kroot. They're just going to be doing things. These are my in-progress converting bodyguards. I want them to be different than actual crisis suits. So they've got 2 Airbursts and 2 Flamers on them. And then they're accompanied by 4 drones. And then I've got a 3-man crisis suit unit with the Fusion Relic. And then they've got 2 Plasma each and an Ion. I've got a 5-man crisis with 2 Plasma and an Ion each. And then the Relic to give a 4-up Feel No Pain. And they're going to be accompanied by 5 drones. And then I've got AnVa. I just like it better than Ethereal. It's because you don't have to give them a Relic or Warlord trait to be better. So I can generate a CP, give it a -1 to hit, or the 5-up Feel No Pain. Those are going to be the 3 that I can choose from. And then we've got some broadsides, 3 broadsides with 6 drones, all missiled out. And their system that they have is going to be the exploding 6s. I think it's really good if you're going to play against Horde or anything like that. And then I've got Long Strike doing Long Strike things, giving out some cool buffs. So yeah, that is it. I have not played Tau. I have not played a game of Warhammer since Warzone in October. So we're going up against Thomas, and let's see what he is fielding.
All right, guys, Thomas here. I just got the rundown of Brad's Tau, and it sounds horrendous. Sounds like he's going to shoot me a lot. But I guess we'll find out in the game if I can withstand or kill him back first. So let's take a look at this list. I changed it slightly from the list I took to LVO. The new points have come out, so a couple things have changed. My chaplain went up, speeders went down. I'm trying to take some speeders. I was going to swap out 2 land speeder storms for 2 of these storm strike speeders, but it took me so long to build one. I was like, well, we'll just play with one and see how it goes. And then I'm like, Brad says, I'll bring over Tau. And I'm like, ooh, I don't know how well this speeder's going to do at all, but we shall see. But the list here is 2 patrols and Gilliam in Supreme Command. So patrol number 1, we got a chaplain. He's got Rights of War. He's got the Seal of Oath Relic. He knows the +1 to hit and wound litanies, but he's rolling on 3s, so he's inevitably going to fail, and it's always sad when he does. We got a Primaris Apothecary. He's got the Vox, so 6-up Feel No Pain, but he's just a basic guy. He does not have Selfless Healer, so he can't do it for free. Got to roll CP for that. Got a 5-man troop of Infiltrators with the Helix. Got a 5-man Hellblasters. These are assault ones. Sergeant's going to be Master Crafted because it's just so good. Still got the 6 Eradicators, all heavy, and 2 Multi-Meltas. The other patrol is going to be, we got one more elite, Judiciar. He's got Warden of McCray, Warlord trait, lets him heroic 6, so he can make you fight last. The other patrol's got Tigerius. He knows Mighty Heroes, Veil of Time, and Psychic Fortress. We got 2 units of Victor's Guard doing their bodyguard thing. I'm going to be upgraded by Tau. They have a better bodyguard, seems like. I'm not going to be able to shoot half the stuff until those bodyguards get killed, and I don't know how I'm going to do that. We got 10 Intercessors. We got Thunderhammer because we had a couple extra points. All Assault Bolters, Grenade Launchers, 1 Land Speeder Storm, and the Storm Speeder Hammer Strike. The one with Multi-Melta is that one. So we'll put the list in the descriptions, and of course we'll talk about it throughout the game. But let's go to the terrain and see what the table's going to look like and what mission we're going to be playing. I haven't even looked at these new missions, so it's going to be all new for me. All right, we're ready. We're all deployed. Here is the mission we're playing, Conversion. Basically, if you want to get a command point, you got to be, your Warlord's got to be on the table. It's going to be a hold 1, hold 2 for 4. We got this kind of table quarters deployment. The special bonus is if you hold one of the No Man's Lands objectives, you get an extra 2 points. If you hold their opponents, you get 4 points. And if they don't hold their own deployment, they lose 1. So that's that. Looking at our secondaries, Brad has chosen ATR, something relay. I thought I knew what it was. I forget now. It's a Tau specific.
ATR?
Yeah, ATR. What is it?
Aerospace
Transitional relay? Something
relay.
He's taking 2 to the last. So he's going to be long strike. It's going to be his big 5-man unit of crisis suits, and it's going to be his 3-man unit of broadsides. And then he's taking engage. On my side, I'm taking stranglehold, oath, and banners. So let's take a quick look at the deployment. I've set up some guys here. We did player place terrain. I'm not too sure how it turned out. I did win the roll to pick sides, but it's kind of, there's some interesting fire lanes here. I deployed centrally behind this ruin. For the most part, these guys are on the bottom floor. A couple guys hiding back here. I got this speeder that's way too tall to hide. He shifted some Kroot up here. He's got his little markers here for the relay up secondary he's got to do. It's basically like strategic scan. He's got to like do an action on it. And it can do any unit. He can do multiple objectives at the same turn. But he's got to survive, and he scores on the beginning of his next command phase. And the more he does, the more points he gets. So we'll see if he can do it. He did win the roll to go first. So he's got some pregame moves. He's going to redeploy the crisis suits up on the line. They're going to jump up and smack me. It's going to be bad. No volts, it's going to be bad. But we'll let him do his redeployment, and then we'll come back after his movement phase and see where his shooting is going to be. Oof, here they come. They were so far back. Using my own redeploy tricks against me.
Okay, so we did our movement. We redeployed these guys up on the line here. Even if I gave them their like auto advance 8, I wasn't really going to be able to get a line of sight. So we just spent the CP. We auto advanced the 6 here to just kind of make his angles really hard for shooting them with his intercessors if he moves them. Make him to hopefully not be able to get all of them in there. So he'll get some shots off on them. It's okay. It is what it is. They're -1 to hit with the 5 up, feel no pain. So I got confidence. Commander's here. He pretty much can just shoot the Victrix guard. It's going to get some shots in there. You know, it's a lot of shots. Maybe he'll clean them up. We're doing our scan here with long strike. These guys have the +1 to hit and reroll all hits. They're just going to lobby some shots either on the other side of here if they need to, or they're going to go into the eradicators just with their indirect fire. That's all they're going to do this turn. We move blocked a little bit here too, and if he wants to charge me to like get on this objective and get closer to me, it's kind of okay. It's not that big of a deal. So we'll see what he decides to do there. He might come and try to tag them and just let me shoot in combat. And then these guys here, we're just going to try to blast those guys. We'll see if it goes to my advantage.
You got the auto 8.
Yeah, they got the auto 8 inches. So they're super there, and then the dogs are getting me engaged. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. Let's see how this first round of shooting goes, and we'll be back. All right, well, this is what happens when you play Mr. Thomas's Birds Dragons. So somehow these guys are alive over here. Well, I know how.
They pop smoke and transhuman.
They pop smoke and transhuman, and I didn't have any pluses to hit here, even with full wound rerolls. Yeah, nothing you're going to do there when you're hitting bad like that without anything to help them. So killed what, 3 guys?
3 guys.
3 guys. So there's 2 guys left. That's okay, not the end of the world, but it would have been nice to just get them out of the way. My commander, my Burstar commander, did 20 wounds to the Victrix guard here. He took 1 damage. How? Whatever. Just roll 3s. Just roll 3s. So yeah, that's all I did. I killed 3 models. But that's okay. A lot of his stuff was hidden. So we'll see what happens when he comes out of the box right now.
All right, Brad has given me an opening. He's taken all my mental brain power to maximize my magical auras. Can't let him out aura me. 12-inch bubbles. I don't even know what that's like. So here's what happened. Let's go through it quick. These guys saw really no hope of living over here, but they saw some juicy dogs as a way to get out of Dodge. I debated running over there for Oath, but it was going to be a risky run if they rolled low. So they're just going to move up here, shoot these dogs, and try to charge and hopefully end up on this side of the wall. Over here, these guys didn't have enough movement to really peek or do anything useful, so they're just going to move a little, shuffle a little bit, and then they're going to plant a banner on this objective, so I'll put something down there. These suits here, he already popped -1 to hit and feel no pain on them, but we looked at it. Feel no pain's only for core stuff, so it doesn't work on the drones, so I got some opportunities here. So I decided to go all in on them. I did mark them for Seal of Oath, so I'm going to get the full rerolls. Oh, I might need to remove a guy. I'm like, wait a minute, the chaplain's not where he's supposed to be. We'll fix that. These guys flubbed their roll, so I re-rolled it, and then they rolled big, so they pushed all the way up to get the angles here. Characters came in as support. Everyone's going to be in the invulnerable range. Everyone's going to be in the apothecary range. He was able to heal that Vitrix who ran back inside of the wall so they could protect all the characters if those suits decide to get froggy. This is kind of the alley of death right here. He's going to be able to shoot pretty much whatever he wants. Trying to give him a lot of targets. Those broadsides are going to just be able to step in and just pulverize me. He's got that suit guy. He's got big boy here. I'm going to try to drop bombs on this guy. If these suits get punished enough, we'll see how tough they really are. We do have a unit of Eradicators and my new fancy speeder. So let me move this chaplain. He's not supposed to be there. He's supposed to be over here. He'll just drive like this. And then, yeah, we're ready to go. So we'll be back after the shooting phase. Maybe I'll be able to kill that little commander guy. That would be great. All right, so end of the shooting phase. I could have went better, but I think it went pretty well. He did pop a lot of juice, so let's talk about it. Over here, commander's still alive. I couldn't get the suits in my normal shooting phase. I overestimated. He actually rolled pretty poorly, so I feel like overestimating trying to get that guy. But the speeder that lined up to shoot was able to see one of those guys. I hit 3 multi-melta hits and 2 missile hits. I had to use a CP to get all those hits and wounds, but I did roll great. The speeder did his thing. He failed his first save, and he spent a CP to make it count as 1 damage. And then I rolled 2 damage on the next failed save, so it still was alive with 1 wound. He failed another save, so luckily with one of the missiles, so I only killed 1 suit. So a lot of shots to only kill 1 suit. That guy's over there getting me oath. I went over here and fought the dogs and then consolidated into that ruin, so I'm somewhat out of the line of fire. Over here, 4 Hellblasters live. The sergeant overcharged and whiffed and re-rolled it and whiffed and just died. But the other guys hit like champs, cleaned out the drones. I don't know if it was better to shoot the guys first. Probably better to shoot them first because they were 1 damage. Mistakes might have been made. But here we are, 3 suits left and all the drones dead. The team here, they got the +1 to hit, so they advanced. It didn't really help against his -1 to hit. And they failed the +1 to wound, which would have been critical. I did have the chaplain for full rerolls to wound, so I did 12 wounds, 13 wounds on the first volley, 12 wounds on the second volley, a couple crack grenade hits. He popped off. After 1 or 2 suits died, he went ahead and started giving it to the guy with the Iridium armor. He's got 2-up save, so he started taking 3-ups. And then first roll of his 3-ups, he failed 3 of them, so he popped his once per game 4-up feel no pain. On that guy, so he started hitting a lot of 4s. So he ended up making the rest of those wounds. He only took 2. So stayed alive over here. That's the end of the scoring. Do have the 1 banner up, so let's go take a look at the quick scoring, and then we'll go on to Brad's turn 2. Here we are. I picked up the Stranglehold. I do have Oath for 3 points. I have that speeder in the center, and I planted a banner, only 1, so we'll get points next turn. ATR, that's his positional relay. Long Strike's going to pick that up. Actually, he gets that on turn 2. I did not kill any of his to the last yet. And he did get engaged for 3 points. So that's it. We'll come back at the beginning of turn 2 and see what Brad's going to do after his movement phase.
All right. So, yeah, I have no idea how to play Tau. I've been playing Eldar way too much, and I am rusty on this with these new rules. So we'll see kind of what happens. We're going up for a kill turn right here. So these suits right here jumped back here. We wanted to get within 9 inches of these guys, so we get the extra AP and we get the reroll wounds of 1. They've got full reroll on hits, so hopefully they'll pick up the Hellblasters. If not, we have issues. I put Burst Commander and Shadowsun up here. We're hoping that because these guys are -1 to hit, they have the best chance at doing a lot of work on them. So we will see how we do there. I'm then positioned with this guy to take a shot downfield at the speeder and maybe get lucky and kill it. Or if I want to, do mortals onto these guys or something. So I've got options. These guys came up here. We're going to use our sweet fusion thing onto these 2 squads here. Might as well. I know that guy's just going to eat it with the helix, so it's kind of a mute point, but whatever. And then we're going to try to pick these guys up with the flat 3 damage. And then we've got a commander back here to also shoot at the eradicators. Broadsides are positioned to shoot at the Hellblasters, the intercessors, or, some into the eradicators. They kind of are going to be cleanup crew, hopefully. They have +1 to hit, and that's all they're going to be rocking. So, yeah, that is that. My Kroot Hounds ran up here just to make sure to take them off of this. So, yeah, let's see how this shooting goes this turn. Okay, so here's what just happened. So I put all the ions from here into the intercessors, and I was able to kill 1 guy. So I turned off all of his auras, which means they're not going to get their invul, and they're not going to get their feel no pains. If they lived, they weren't going to get any rerolls to hit next turn. So it was really good. It took a lot of shooting, but I killed all 10 of them. I killed the Hellblasters. Here, I'll just show you what I killed. And then I killed the big speeder, the little speeder, and then I finished the infiltrators up. It was a lot of shooting. I had this commander over here. He only got to put 30 shots into a single intercessor that was left because Shadowsun, picked up 4. The broadsides were picking up some guys. The railgun one-shot the big land speeder. What's the big land speeder called?
It's a Storm Strike Hammerhead.
Storm Strike Hammerhead got railed in the face.
Land speeder,
wait.
Storm Strike Hammerhead.
What? Hammerhead
is his tank.
No, okay. They're going to argue about that. So anyways, a lot of shooting. I got 3 on engage. I fire and faded over here. I took his banner off this objective. He now has to kill these 2 guys to prevent me some primary, which is interesting. So yeah, let's go on to Thomas.
All right, bottom of turn 2. In real people's time, this game is taking forever. But in game times terms, it's go time right now. Like we're on the ropes. We just got destroyed. We don't have very many models left, and I don't have much I can do. I really want to shoot at these broadsides now that he's stuck his nose out, but quite honestly, I don't have the firepower to push through those drones to get at them. And they got the -1 to hit from the ethereal, and they have 5 feel no pain, so they're pretty much untouchable. Big boy here is screened by these bodyguard drones, so I can't even shoot at them. Here, I want to charge him with Gilliman, but like he could just jump away, so it just leaves Shadowsun, which I can't target her unless she's the closest eligible target. We talked through the shenanigans of what it would take to get it, and it's just too much. I thought I'd be clever. I had a little bit of a traffic jam, so I had to run Tigerius first. So I ran her just enough so she was closer to the ethereal, or to Shadowsun than I was to the boss, so I could try to smite and take up some drones. But what I failed to accomplish was running the bodyguards out there far enough. I did spend a reroll with the CP. They flubbed it still, so Tigerius is all alone. Gilman decided discretion is a better part of valor. If he went out there, he wouldn't have bodyguard protection either. Plus, we have to deal with this. So, there's that. So we're going to line these guys up. We're going to try to get rid of both of these suit units. Chaplain's going to go OPSEC this unit of dogs, try to take care of them. And then, we'll try to hang on for one more turn, see if we can scrape some points. All right, here we are at the end of the turn, desperate times and all that. I didn't accomplish everything that I needed. This is critical things. Those guys were dead. These guys are dead. And Chaplain made the charge, killed those dogs. He's getting bodyguarded here, so he's safe. This is a problem, right? We're going to take it in the face. I think Railgun's just going to take out those victory because they're outside of 6 feel no pain because I'm an idiot, didn't push my guy right. But, he took off my primary. I got no primary points. I did get a secondary part of that, so points. We'll come back and see what Brad's going to do to me. This may be the last turn.
All right, so Tiggy was out here hanging out. Shadowsun went, pow, pow, dead. My blast burst guy, he's pretty good, man. He makes you take a lot of saves. He went into the Victrix back here in the Judiciar. Did a pretty good job whittling them down and finishing up the Vitrix. The Broadsides just were able to kill both squads of Vitrix. And then I put some stuff into the Chaplain, and we blew him up with a rail cannon. And then we're scanning the points over here with AnVa. So yeah, I mean that's where we're at. We got 2 unengaged. We didn't get too much. We are a little slim on people. We are playing a little cagey now with very weird units out and about. So let's see what Thomas comes and shoots and punches me now.
All right, end of Ultramarine turn 3. I did all that I could do, but the damage was done. Shadowsun wouldn't go out like a chump. I shot her in the face with Gilliman. She failed a couple saves, still had 3 wounds left in a drone, so I charged her. She hit on 5s with her melta gun, decided to pop off with 3 out of her 4 shots. Did 2 wounds to Gilliman. I failed 1, took 3 damage, and then she shot me with her missiles. Hit with both of them. Wounded me twice. I failed 1 of them, so I took another 2 damage. And then I punched her to death. And sitting around with my 4 wounds left, all sad about it. Poor Gilliman. He'll consolidate up. Over here, the one Eradicator, it was the heavy Melta, shot at the commander, who tried to hit fire and fade, but couldn't quite get out of my line of sight. I couldn't run over there and get Oath, because if I tried to charge him, he would just bounce. So I had to shoot him. I couldn't move far enough out of this ruin to get line of sight with more than just 1, but 1 was just enough. He hit and wounded with both. Apparently, the commander has no save. Took a +4 damage hit times 2. Dead as a doornail. But it's not going to stop them. These Kroot are making a move. They want something over here. I planted a banner over here, holding out for hope. Let's see if those Kroot stick their nose over here. But I see this is exactly 6 inches to hide behind that crate. I feel like that's why he put that there. It's tough. All right, we'll go to turn 4 and see what's going to happen next.
All right, so turn 4, Gilliman, he's out here. Commander is going to get revenge for Shadowsun. These are the missiles. I only need 1 to hit, so I'm not going to worry about re-rolling the other one yet. To wound, we're going to be looking for a 3. It wounds. We're at -2 AP, I believe. Doesn't matter. It's his invuln, whether it's 1 or 2. 2 damage, half movement. No, he's not infantry, beast, or swarm. So that'd be too OP. Then you've got the 3 ion shots. Wait. We'll do the other shots first, so because we'll just see if those kill him. Oh, I'm not gonna overcharge. There's no reason to. Flat 3 damage ones. We'll use my 1-hit reroll here. 2 hits. We're looking for 3s to wound. 2 wounds, sir.
Save or die.
He stays alive. No, I need multiple of these to go through. 3 hits. 1 wound. He's still alive. We're going to do the 2 Airburst fragments into him. Number of shots. 8 shots. Okay. Rerolling 1s for this dude. 4s, yes sir. 5s. 3 5s, baby. -1.
Get it.
Wow. Okay. Now,
And you move these guys
I did. I separated them and put them on there. Yeah. And the Kroot are just kind of lining up for the next turn. Yeah, and this guy ran up so that I could just get on the objectives in the last turn if it matters. I don't even think it matters. So yeah, that was a little bit of a whiff there. It's unfortunate, but I do have this guy lined up here. So we're going to shoot the broadsides. We're going to shoot everything from them into... Yeah, it feels like overkill. Feels like super overkill. So let's put the non-indirects into them, and we'll put the indirects into Gilliman. We'll try to use those to... I mean, I'm wounding on 5s, though, versus 4s. That's okay. We'll put the indirects into Gilliman. Into Gilliman. So I'm looking for 3s. You're rolling 1s. The extra, aura really comes into effect when it comes into this because you don't have to stay super, super tight I think that's pretty good.
Oh, the plus 3 inches for Tau.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it's a 9-inch
Yeah.
level.
Toughness 6.
So I need 5s here.
I only got 2 wounds left over there on Gilliman. I don't need any extra wounds on me. Oh, man.
Yep.
How many is that?
2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
9 threes.
Yep.
Gilliman. Oh, he's down. He's down. He failed 3. He rolled math. Like what he was supposed to. All right, we'll see if he gets back up. Let's see if these Eradicators will live with their transhuman here.
Okay. See, this is where, like, the Dark Star would be great. Well, if you didn't have transhuman, but wounding on 2s versus 3s, I really want. Really considering it, so rerolling 1s. I have my 1 hit reroll or wound reroll. We'll save it for a wound in case we need it.
Tough 7, strength 7, but I'm transhuman, so 4s.
4s instead of 3s.
Any rerolls a wound here?
I just have my one tower reroll.
No.
Doesn't matter. Still pretty good though, right there.
These are minus 2.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, minus 2s. Yes, sir.
12 minus 2 is 2 damage. We're going to try to take as many as we can on one guy in cover, and then we're going to try to dump it to the outside guy so the broadside, or the hammerhead doesn't have enough to get me. So 2 at a time on the guy in cover. He's minus 2, so he needs a 4. So that means he gets 6 ups. Ooh, he's taking a wound. 4. Uh-oh. 6 ups. Oh, he's dead. So it's taking 3 saves, yep. Then the guy outside, 5s. He takes 2 damage hit. Does he stay alive? No. And then 1 more to stay alive, 5. And then he's got to hit boxes. Oh, he dies. And then the last guy, all the saves, 4 ups, Eradicators. Oh, it's too many. This is going to be twice. He's dead. Eradicators going away. Too much firepower, the broadsides. I was like,
That's all the shooting then, because I can't reach the guys over there.
Yeah, that's it. All right, we'll be oh, we got to see if Gilliman gets back up.
Yeah, let's see if he gets up.
Oh, Gilliman!
What do you need?
A 4. Well, we'll save the drama for the last turn and just say it's all over. That's it. You seen the Tau in action. That was rough. Turn off my power.
We'll add the score up and just see exactly what it is and do a quick read.
Yeah, we'll come back and give our thoughts and stupid Tau. All right, here we go. The score. If you haven't played some of the new missions, there's a lot of mental gymnastics you got to do to freaking figure out the score. You're scoring at the top of the turn. You're scoring at the end of the turn. You got the 4, 8, 12. We got to redo a new score sheet. You got the extra plus points for whatever your second part of the primary is. Then you got the secondaries happening. It was a lot. It was a lot going on. But the final score, Tau, 85-50. He beat me on the secondaries, and he smoked me. He got the full 45 on the primary. So pretty rough. My thoughts on it, obviously I put in a little speeder, not the best use, but it got to shoot. It hit and wounded with everything. He just made some saves. That's what happens. 4 up invulnerables. And then his suit's coming in, taking off all the invols, all the auras.
That was probably the game-winning thing, right?
That normally those guys
huge.
don't die like that. And he just casually picked them up.
Insane.
I felt pretty good after that first round of shooting, and then it all went back. And then I got caught where like broadsides could see me. We never let the broadsides shoot you. That's never a good thing. Anyone knows that. He was, if you handed out some minuses, I didn't really put Forrest in a good spot. They're back in his zone. It actually affected him pretty good. He was getting a +1 to hit, but like that's it. So if you still had a minus, it wasn't too bad. If you transhuman, it wasn't too bad. But he had a lot of volume of shots, a lot of AP, a lot of high damage stuff. So for me, Marines, rough. Any thoughts from you, Brad?
So I think the interesting thing is I felt like I was running very thin because like I was kind of sitting back in the corner. But because you have so much firepower to clean people off of objectives, it's kind of okay that you can sit there. And because we play player plays terrain, you can kind of open up the sight lines. I actually didn't open them up very well on this, and I was still able to kill a lot of stuff.
You guys are so mobile.
They are.
Just go
They are.
18, you auto 6 run,
Yeah.
auto 8 run.
The burst commander is insane.
Just shooting and hitting and re-rolling all hits and all wounds with like 24 shots or something crazy.
I'm not too sure about the other commander. Obviously, like if he was out in the open, he has a 4-up invuln and his first fail save goes to 0. So like he's a lot more tankier. But I was using him more on the back line. So I might need to change him a little bit more to be a more backline supporting character versus a frontline one. Like maybe change him to one to give off like OBSEC and -1 damage and stuff like that to make him even more tanky.
I can see him being the fighty one, like you said.
The fighty one. Just then if you need it, you just run out and punch stuff.
If they come up to you, you can counterattack them, right? Like
Yeah.
If they run into your lines and tag something, you can just like punch your face.
Yeah.
Donkey punch.
I think like the Warlord trait of like the Kaiyun, like for the giving out the reroll wounds, like you're just not within 9 inches of people enough to get full wound rerolls, and the commander has to keep up with your suits, but your suits move so much faster that like you can't really keep up with them. So I would question changing that to be like 6's auto wound, which would be really good against you, especially if you have transhuman. Like just having the broadsides, having 6's auto wounding all the time would be really good, or 6's are additional AP could be really big against other things, but auto wounding is probably the way to go, because then you have exploding 6's and 6's auto wound, which is really cool for the broadside. So it might be something worth doing that. And yeah, I mean the suits, the 5 suits for to the last, it's sketchy, and I think that your list handles cleaning them up a lot better than a lot of other lists will. So I'm interested to see how survivable they are and what they do against other lists that can't just like target them and reroll everything against them.
I mean, you put them.
I just ran up your grill
right
too.
In my face, and then like by me exposing to kill him, like,
Yeah.
I killed him. Not even.
And
it
then-
took me 2 turns to kill him. You get to shoot my whole army, basically kill him.
Yeah, so it was kind of a bait and switch, and I could play a little bit more cagey with them and just bring them out and delete more stuff. So it's interesting. I don't dislike it at all, but they hit very hard. The ions are really cool. I do think that there is a place where I do want to try a ghost to hold my back objective or my marksman, so I don't have to sit everything back there. Like I would have loved, instead of sitting my broadsides back here the whole time, I would have loved for them to be the ones that moved over to this objective. And I would have loved for a ghost or a marksman to just sit here, untargetable all game. I think that would have been insane. So like just castling here is kind of problematic. It hurt me on getting to my objectives and getting engaged late game. The drone splitting off is a super cool tactic. The damage stuff is amazing. Like they got really, really good stratagems. It's just going to take a little bit of getting used to and handing out all the buffs and positioning correctly and everything like that. But I killed Gilliman. I killed all of your characters almost. I've never done that playing you, I don't think. No. So like that was freaking gnarly. Usually I don't engage Thomas at all and I run around the board and just die and then hopefully beat him by 2 points. And this was completely different. It was kill his entire army except,
One unit eradicator?
Yeah.
Basically, that's it.
So very, very different. But yeah, I think it's fun. I think there's going to be a lot of different lists. This was a list I played with no marker lights. I did not play Farsight Enclave. So very, very little buffs to that. And they hit like a truck. So yeah, that's all I got. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll be doing a lot more of Tau against things, and we got a new Gene Stealer cult that Price is playing, so we got some good stuff coming up. Thanks everybody for watching. Peace.